Hi everybody, and welcome to my career choice presentation. Sorry. Hi everybody, welcome to my career choice presentation for my BSc in Youth Development from ASU Online. My name is Elizabeth Wilson, and let's dive right in. I was born in an incredibly beautiful place, Hot Springs National Park, on November 7th, 1994. On the morning of her 28th birthday, my mama pushed me into this world, okay? She was induced into labor at what was at the time St. Joseph's Hospital in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It always surprises people when I tell them that I was born in a national park, but that I was born in a hospital. I guess they assume if you're in a national park, there shouldn't be any hospitals. However, I was born there. I attended an incredibly small school, both in elementary and in high school. The town that I grew up in was incredibly poor. Mountain Pine was mostly populated by families who worked in the lumber mill my dad also worked in, until it was shut down. Mountain Pine School was the smallest and poorest school in the entire county, and even some of the surrounding counties. I graduated, top of my class though, with a full ride to UALR for the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. I dropped out at the beginning of my second year. Given what is now known to the world and to me about ADHD, that's not really surprising. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 6 years old. It has made my life, all of my life, incredibly wonderful and difficult at the same time. My disability both enhances and strains my life. I try to focus on the positive now though, and I have worked many amazing jobs in my life, including traveling the world as a flight attendant. I am now 27 and I live with my best friend and her husband by the beach, and I work as a barista at Starbucks while studying for my degree in education. My career. I would like to begin my career as an early education teacher and ultimately retire after being a high school librarian. I would also like to work with youth development programs and even special needs students. I've chosen youth development because I want my career as a teacher to begin from a place of understanding how children develop and how I can best assist in that development. This is my career path. You'll see first that I will graduate from ASU with a BSc, and then I will need to pass all of my state exams for my teaching certification. I will then teach elementary school for a few years while also working in summer camps to help bolster my resume because I feel like I would really enjoy this. And then ultimately, finally, I will go back to school for higher education, including my master's and becoming a librarian. This is my career salary. You can see here a graph of my entire earnings throughout my projected life and career. As you can see, a majority of my income will come from teaching and then later on being a librarian. I wasn't really sure if I would be a good teacher at the beginning of this class. I was really concerned that my weaknesses would hold me back. There are some major skills required in teaching, and those are as follows: critical thinking, structure, and then being technologically advanced. Some of these skills I'm proficient in, like critical thinking or technology, but I definitely do need to improve in structure. Teachers must be brave, fun, organized, and creative. Again, some of these traits I have an abundance in, and others I need to improve upon, like organization. This is one of my favorite quotes about teaching. It says, in learning you will teach, and in teaching you will learn. Bill Collins, and this is from the Disney movie Tarzan, but it really hits on the fact that while you're teaching, you are always learning, and I just really love that. I will face many challenges in my career, including my implicit bias, my meso system, and the big one, my ADHD. And while there are a lot of challenges, for me personally, the benefits definitely outweigh the challenges. The benefits to me teaching are that my prime motivators will be met in life, and that while working in this career, and additionally, I love reading, being around children, and playing games. So I feel that teaching is a really great fit for me. My biggest takeaway from my DTS map was that when I was in school, I was often deemed the troublemaker because of my ADHD. Now, because of this class, I know that my wild streak will help me be assertive when it comes to standing up for my students. Some key takeaways from this class were, first, that it is natural to maybe not always treat students equally, but if you work hard at it, you can show your students fair treatment. Secondly, to create the kind of learning environment you want in a classroom, you have to have very effective communication. I am an excellent communicator, so this should come naturally to me. Thirdly, I will have to use every resource available to me to create the kind of order and structure that I want in my classroom. And finally, I love reading and learning new things across all subjects. So much so that I cannot possibly imagine doing anything else with my life and being content. This was possibly the most impactful lesson of this course for me. Those who know do, and those who understand teach. Aristotle. At the beginning of this class, I knew that my ADHD and my disorganization might affect my career. I was extremely worried about that. However, after working the course and learning more about myself, my colleagues, and the requirements for teaching, I am confident that I will make a fantastic teacher. I have the most of the desired traits and skills, and ultimately I feel teaching will be the most fulfilling career that I could possibly ask for. I didn't really think that I would enjoy this class, but I actually had a lot of fun learning about myself, my personality, and how those will affect my career goals and dreams. I am set on this career going forward, and I have some concerns about my disorder, but I know that I will do everything in my power to overcome my weaknesses. And I am certain now that I am exactly the advocate that children need. Here's my reference page. There's a lot of great content in there if you guys would like to do any research on your own. And finally, thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed my career choice presentation.